Do. Happy Friday, everybody. What is going on in the world? Let's see. What do we want to talk about? You know, I've since yesterday, we talked about it on the live stream about Iranian scientists, and I've been going down a big rabbit hole into Iranian scientistness, and it sounds terrible. I found out a fun fact today about Iranian nuclear scientists. They make equivalent to $2,000 to $6,000 a year. That's insane. Uh, uh, all the searches and all the that I've been doing so far, if you convert, I mean, this is if you convert Iranian money to US dollars, basically. I mean, maybe in Iran they make a lot. I have no idea, but if you convert how much money Iranian nuclear scientists make to US dollars, it comes out to be on the low end, if you're starting out, $2,000. On the high end, $4,000 to $6,000. Imagine going to all that schooling, all those hours in Iran or wherever to be the brightest people in Iran to make 2,000 USD a year. And then you have to fight with, I don't know, um, IDF drones. We were talking about this yesterday, and I think what's very funny is like they've taken out 14. I did a video about it earlier, but I just thought it was very interesting to point out that in total, since I think the 2000s until now, they've taken out the IDF, Israeli forces, whatever, Israel has taken out 14 Iranian scientists. Like the fact that this is a upper end, high end, very rare in a way job for them to, for you to convert it to US dollars for them to make only $2,000 or so, which is insane. I I brought this up yesterday, and I'm gonna keep saying it now. If you're in Iran and your kid is showing signs that they can be moving towards big science, um, maybe take it down a notch. Maybe your kid doesn't need to go into big science. They could just do, I don't know, animal science or something else. Um, okay, this is where I'm going with this. Okay, a nuclear scientist is a high, is a top, oh, like it's a very rare job. Like you need a certain set of skills to get up there, intelligence level, whatever. But the fact that they only make $2,000 or so a year makes me wonder if we can solve a whole bunch of problems right now by, I don't know. Well, you know how China got itself out of whatever position they were in by become the world's factory? Now that I found out that an Iranian nuclear scientist makes annually, keep in mind, annually $4,000 or so a year. It feels like Iran could be the next China in a way. If you know where I'm getting with this, because if a nuclear scientist only makes $4,000 a year in Iran, I feel like you can turn Iran into the next world factory. What? Let's look this up real quick. What is Iran even? What do they even produce? I have no idea. The main thing that I is unstable. Warnings. I'm getting tons of warning symbols. Okay, hold on. The only thing I know about Iran is that they are, I believe, they're the breadbasket of the Middle East, and there's this weird like relationship that they have with all the other Middle Eastern countries over there, where they have all these sanctions against them, but they produce all the food in that area. So, like, they need them at the same time they hate them. But like I said earlier, the fact that now that I know that a nuclear scientist makes so little over there. Because think about it, in America, I looked this up too. A nuclear scientist is a it's a six-figure salary. The fact that you can get an nuclear scientist for a discount, four, five, $6,000 a year, makes me feel like a lower end job, I don't know, uh, grocery store worker, whatever, a factory worker in Iran must be dirt. You know what? Let's look that up. What is the average annual income for Iranian? Okay. Let's get this going. See? This is what I'm talking about. Okay. The average yearly income in Iran varies, but is generally around, oh my gosh, their money is crazy. 537 million IRRs, but which translates to about 1,300 USD annually. You see? You see where I'm getting with this? So that's the average salary, right? So yeah, a Iranian nuclear scientist makes 4 times that, right? But you're not here. Are you guys hearing what I'm saying? They make so little money over there that they can be the world's next. What is the annual? Let's look up this then. Average annual income in China. Okay, the the annual average income in China is about 16,000 USD. Okay? You see the huge difference here? If we're talking cheap labor, why aren't we using the Iranians? Hmm? That's an idea. Oh, I already know what's gonna happen. All right. Um, keep this in mind, okay? I'm filming this 6/27/2025. Okay? I say in the next 5 years, China will become a more service-based economy. They're going to be the next America, and they're going to ship all their jobs to Iran. And then 30 years from now, 20 years from now, we're gonna be in the same position. China's gonna be the position that we're in right now, where they're like, oh, we shipped off all our jobs to Iran. Oh, that's insane. Okay, now that I'm hearing this, why aren't more people building factories? I guess I guess it's hard to have a factory in Iran if Israel keeps on bombing things. I guess it would be hard to assemble iPhones in Iran if Israel keeps shooting missiles over there. That is quite a problem. If only we can solve this problem. I'm telling you, we're onto something here. Okay, we're gonna have peace in the middle. I feel like I'm on the path to the peace in the Middle East. Okay, if what is the annual salary now in Iraq? Okay, let's just go into it. Iraq Okay, annual. Oh my god. What? Okay, never mind. Scrap all everything I just said about Iran. We're going to Iraq, guys. The annual. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Oh, this is monthly. Oh, okay. Okay, I typed it in right, and I saw 5 to 600 USD, and I was like, "What?" No, I'm sorry. This is monthly, so it's about five, six, like $6 or $7,000 a year. Okay. Um, never mind. We're going back to Iran. That's that's the fun part of being live, and we do these searches while here, and we react to it while it's going. So never mind. Scrap everything I just said. We're going about Iraq. We're going back to Iran. Insane. Um, that's the main thing I wanted to talk about today. I I I guess I never realized how low the salary. Like when you think cheap labor, you think about China, you think about Asian countries, you think about Africa. How come how come more people aren't trying to make factories in Iran? I guess the sanctions is a big deal, but I'm telling you, if Apple starts making iPhones in Iran, sanctions are gonna go away. They're gonna put their lobby dollars in, make the sanctions go away. And Iran, I'm telling you, I have this feeling. I If I'm just some guy, right, with a Google and whatnot, just looking this up real quick, and I'm looking at the annual salaries, right? What is the population? Okay, so this next thing, population of Iran. Okay, 90 million. Okay, 90 million. Hmm. Yes. Okay. If I'm just some guy and I'm looking at this, right, and I see that Iran's, I mean, they're way smaller than America. I think America, well, we have 300 million now. They're at 90, right? But their annual salary is super low. Um, I don't know how skilled they are as workers, but everyone could be trained. Do you think the workers in China or Africa or just in South Asia were highly skilled workers before people came in there and taught them how to do all these things? I don't think so. So I'm telling you, in the future, next 5 to 10 years, um, just a bold prediction. China is gonna look over there because they already have a relationship, right? They're gonna eventually gonna want to start exporting their factory jobs to Iran. I could totally see it happening because think about this, okay? The amount of pay that an average Iranian must get is so low that even the lowest factory worker in China can afford to pay someone in Iran, two people, even 2 or 3 people in Iran to do the same job, increase productivity up the wazoo, and make a huge profit. And then you do that once, you do that twice, you do that 3 times, and then boom, you got a whole empire over there in Iran. What is the main export of Iran other than oil? Okay, let's see. What do they do? Okay, natural gas. Okay, petrochemicals. No, fruits, nuts. Okay, or oh, okay. Just by looking at their top exports that are non-oil, right? So it's natural gas, petrochemicals, which natural gas and petrochemicals are related to oil, guys. Okay, so that's out. So nuts, fruits, nuts, or and other food items. Um, so think about this. That means they have almost zero manufacturing. Okay, so that's a whole base that needs to get trained up. But I'm just saying that the pay in Iran is so cheap. I'm pretty sure some Gordon Gecko guy is looking at it and thinking, how can we get workers, uh, get factories in there and avoid Iranian bombs? Oh my God, Israeli bombs. All right, that's it. I gotta go run some errands. Thanks for hanging out and hearing my random thoughts. Thank you.